Well, good Wednesday morning to you. Welcome to another edition of Expert Alert here on WLOX. This is where we have experts from around the coast with talking about their expertise as far as their business, their services, products, things like that. Well, we have Greg Thompson from OS Lumber back with us again.
Hello, Jim.
How are you? It's good to
I'm
see you.
doing
It's good to see you. Now, this is something that we're going to talk about this morning that a lot of people, you're pretty good at it, but there's some things that you might not think about that really needs to be done, and that is home maintenance. And I mean, you've got a long list. When I saw this, I said, wow. Of course, some of these don't even apply to me because I don't have a garage or a garbage
there you go.
But there are a lot of different things that you really need to do on a regular, what would you say, monthly basis?
Monthly basis, that's
okay,
correct.
all right. Well, let's start off with one of the things that probably we have to deal with year round, and that's the air conditioning filter.
That's correct. The best thing about the air conditioning filter, it tells you when it's ready to be out. If you can look through it, it's good.
It's good.
If it's grayed out and you can't see through it, it needs to be changed.
Now, and I'm sure that a lot of your living conditions will dictate, if you be sure and check it every month, because you might be able to go with 2 months. But if you have, like I do, I have pets. So,
if you smoke, if you have pets, if you live in a very dirty area, what I mean by that is like, say your grass doesn't grow real well and the wind blows, it's going to bring some of that dirt into your house and into the filter.
Okay, so definitely would change that. Like you said, if you can't see through it,
change it.
Time to change it. All right, what else you got?
All right, well, we have the one that people kind of forget because they're on the ceiling or on the wall out of sight. It's the smoke detector. This right here, it has to be checked monthly. You got to make sure it's operating because this is going to save your home. It'll save you as well.
Yes.
There's a little button on it that you press and it'll beep telling you it's operational. Then you go back to your main panel and you turn it off. You turn the power off to it. Then it goes to the battery. Then you press it again and it'll beep for the battery. Then you know both this and the battery are working properly. Otherwise, you would have to change the battery or change the unit.
Okay. There's a lot of times that they have a little alert in them when that battery starts going down.
That's correct.
I can't tell you the number of times I woke up in the middle of the night hearing beep.
What is that? What is it? And then you realize.
You realize what it is.
I got to go change the battery. Yes, exactly.
And I don't have a 9-volt to be found in the house. So.
Yes, that happens. That happens.
That's always good to have those. And another one along this line, if you have gas, carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah, they're both on.
Oh, that does it both. Okay, I didn't see the front of it, but that does both of them. Yeah.
Yes, but just as important.
Oh, yes.
Carbon monoxide as well as the smoke and fire.
Yeah, because they say that gas is the silent killer.
Yeah, you can't smell it. You don't know, and it makes you tired, and then you go to sleep. When you go to sleep, it doesn't have. Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the next thing?
The next thing on the agenda here, well, I don't really have a display for it, but it's lighting. People kind of need to walk around the outside of their house, the inside of their house, and make sure they change out their bulbs. Now, the best thing about that is they need to move away from incandescent and get to an LED. That way they're using less energy, they have a cleaner light, and it's better for them.
That was nice when I moved into my new apartment. I got a nice little welcome package from Mississippi Power that had several LED lights in it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Those home packs are very handy because it's a nice giveaway.
Yeah, it really is.
You get the lights and the LED, and that keeps you right on.
The energy.
Yep.
Okay.
And the other thing about the bulbs, when you change them to an LED, not only do you get a cleaner light, it's healthier for your eyes. According to a couple of reports I've been reading, it is less obtrusive to your eyes, so that it's less likely you're going to strain them when reading or working.
Okay. All right. Next on the list?
Vacuum out your lint trap. In your dryer, there's a little thing that you can pull out, and it'll have all the lint in it.
Right.
You clean it all the time as you're doing your. Well, they have one of these things to help go down into that, where that little net would go.
Right.
And you can actually get out more of the lint, which could become a fire hazard inside of your dryer.
Huh. Okay.
And then they have tools such as this. They have like the extended nozzles. They have the real little ones with the angles and the bends so that you can actually really get in there really good and well.
Right.
And what that does is, again, it keeps all that lint out of there so it doesn't cause a fire.
And you just hook that up to your little vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner or shop vac, either or.
Okay.
The other thing about that is in the back of the dryer,
Yeah.
there's the rest of the venting.
Right.
Slide your dryer forward. Thank God that the dryer is the lighter one between the dryer and the washer.
Yes.
So you pull that out, you unhook that, and again, you just take this, run it in there, scrub it around, vacuum this off, do it a couple times, good to go.
Yep. Okay. Now we got what?
Faucet aerators. Nobody thinks about these little guys.
Yeah.
On your faucet, it sits like this, it makes the water come down nice, and it catches any kind of garbage that's in the line of your water line so you don't get it in your cup.
Right.
So what you do is you would unscrew it, you turn it over, and you just pop out the aerator piece.
Okay.
With that, here's where everything's going to sit in the sediment, and you're going to have it in here. So what you do is you turn it over, and you just push it up and turn the water on a little bit. Don't turn it on full blast because
Go down
this
the
thing
sink.
this
Go
thing
down the
isn't
sink.
making it going great, and it'll take off. So you just rinse that out.
Okay.
After you rinse it out, you just put it back together real quick, screw it back
in there,
on,
and you're good to go.
And you're good to go. And
right.
that will actually save you a lot of water and waste. Because what happens is if this gets clogged up, now you're trying to use your water, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're wasting time. And it's not filling like it's supposed to.
Right.
It's not putting out the proper gallonage.
Okay. All right. Next on the list?
Next on the list is that's going to be your fan blades and your fan. People forget about changing the reverse of their fan. The fan needs to push down in the winter to pull the heat from up top and bring it down to you. And in the summer, it needs to be reversed. So it kind of brings the cold up and circulates the heat, making the whole room cooler so you don't have a heating pocket coming down and heating in the room.
I always thought it was different. Because in the summertime, I've got it going, to blow air down, and then in the wintertime it reverses so to pull, to pull air up to circulate the air. So
I'm sorry, I did have that backwards. You are correct.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's quite all right.
My fault, folks. But yes, that is correct. You're trying to push the air.
Yeah, because warm air rises, so
Right.
you want your fan blades to go in reverse, so it pulls the air up
and pushes it
circulates
throughout the house,
warm
yes.
out. Okay. What now?
Had my notes backwards there. But well, then you have cleaning your garbage disposal. A lot of people don't think about that. They put things in there, they turn the water on, they let it run, and they just go with it like that.
Right.
Well, it needs maintenance too. And a real easy trick is just some baking soda,
Yeah.
some ice, and warm water.
Really?
And you put it in there. What happens is the warm water, as you're pouring the warm water down from your sink itself, from the faucet into the sink, it's starting to loosen stuff that's in there that's gotten stuck and dried.
Right.
Then you put the ice in there and a little bit of the baking soda, and that acts kind of like a sandpaper. And it bangs around inside, and then it knocks everything off the sides and the blades. And the ice just acts as like a
An abrasive.
so it kind of really gets a good push in there, because this by itself in water isn't going to do
Right.
a whole lot, but with the combination with the ice
It'll just
banging
smell
around,
good.
yeah,
Smell better.
Correct, it'll help the smell.
Okay, we got about a minute and a half left.
Okay, well, I will jump down to the two that are probably really, really important. Also in this one is the exhaust fan above your stove.
Yeah.
That gets greasy, that can be a hazard. So all you need is some dish soap, a sink, and rinse. Put it in there, shake it around, use Dawn to get the grease out of your way,
Right, yeah.
clean it up, rinse it, and you're good to go.
Okay,
And that'll take care of that in a heartbeat.
okay.
You can put that back up, and now you're safe. And then the dishwasher. That's a real bad one, because if you don't clean out that drain and the filter in the bottom, food can sit in there, and even though you're washing your clothes, you could be distributing bacteria back onto your food.
Okay.
Yes, dishwashers have the super hot cycle,
Yeah.
but if that sits in there for a day when you didn't use it, and you turn it on, you're going to spread that around.
Of course, you could do like me. I'm a bachelor, so I just wash my my dinner plates or whatever in the sink, put them in the dishwasher to dry.
That's right. That's right. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, well, we're out of time, Greg. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Some great tips again on home maintenance and things that you need to do on a regular basis. So if you missed part of this, you can go back and watch the the beginning of it. But we want to thank you again for being here, and they'll be back next month with some wonderful other things from OS Lumber. Thank you for joining us again here on Expert Alert.
If you have a question for any of our experts, go to WLOX.com and click on Expert Alert. For a list of any of our upcoming experts, go to WLOX.com and click on Expert Alert.